Surah 25, Al-Furqan. By the one who is denoted by the name Allah, who created my being with his names, in accord with the meaning of the letter B, the Rahman, the Rahim. Sublime is he who revealed the Furqan, the criterion by which the reality may be differentiated from falsity, to his servant as a warner to the worlds, all humanity. The existence of the heavens and the earth is for him. He is free from the concept of begetting a child. He has no partner in all of existence. It is he who has created all things and formed them according to his determination. Yet they have taken deities besides him, who create nothing and are created themselves, who have no power to cause benefit or harm to themselves, and who have no attribute to form life or death, or life after death. Those who deny the knowledge of the reality say, this Quran is only a lie that he has forged, and others, the Jews, have helped him at it. In truth, they have committed a great injustice and perjury. They said, these are the fables of the past, and he has written down them to read in the morning and evenings. Say, it has been revealed by the one who knows the secrets of the heavens and the earth. Indeed, he is the Ghafur, the Rahim, effacing, merciful. They said, what kind of a Rasul, messenger, is he? He eats food and walks about in the markets. Shouldn't an angel have been sent to him, accompanying him as a warner? Now, what sense does that make if they're not aware of that sort of thing? Or shouldn't he have been given a treasure or a garden with exclusive produce? The wrongdoers spoke among each other, saying, you are following a man who is bewitched. Look how they went astray because of the comparisons, incorrect evaluations they made to you. They can no longer find a way out. Exalted is he who, if he wills, can give you better things than this, who can form paradises underneath which rivers flow and make palaces for you. And the other thing, if these other things were repeated, well, you think some of the contradictions and scientific errors and stuff like this would be repeated with it, right? But they're not, But they denied the hour, their eternal life, to commence ensuing death, and we prepared a blazing fire for those who deny the consequences of that hour. They will hear its outburst of rage and intense roar even before they enter it, while they are in the dimension of the grave. When they are bound, helpless, and thrown into a narrow space, they will plead for death. They will realize death is the only way out from the suffering that has befallen them. Wish for not one death, but many deaths today. Alas, you shall not die. Say, is this better, or the paradise that has been promised to those who protect themselves? That paradise is the consequence of their life and a place of return to their essence. They shall forever find whatever they desire therein. This is a binding promise upon your Rabb. At the time when he gathers them and those who they deified worship besides Allah, and says, did you mislead my servants, or did they go astray from the path leading to their essential reality themselves? They, the objects, idols of their worship, will say, Subhan, beyond, you are. It is not possible for us to take, besides you, any guardians. But when you provided comforts for them and their fathers, they forgot the knowledge of the reality and indulged in bodily pleasures, eventually leading to their ruin. He will say to those who they worship besides Allah, they have truly denied the things you said. You can neither have the strength to ward off the suffering from yourselves, nor find any help. Whoever does wrong from among you, we will subject him to a great suffering. The Rasuls we disclosed before you also ate food and walked about in the markets. We have made you objects of trial for one another. Will you be patient? Your Rabb is the Basir, observing. Those who did not expect to meet us, to experience the manifestation of our names in their essence, said, should not an angel be sent down to us, or should we not be able to see our Rabb with our eyes, unable to comprehend the intrinsic reality within their essence, and incessantly seeking an external God? Indeed, they were full of arrogance and self-importance, and they transgressed and disobeyed. There is no good news for those who are guilty of denying the reality. At the time when they see the angels, they will say, the good news and ability to administer with the forces of the names has been forbidden to you. Forbidden. When actual doer becomes evident, they will realize the good work they did does not belong to them. All their works have been in vain, for while you assume you are the doer, it is Allah who does a good deed through you. The people of paradise will have the best residence and the finest lodging as their eternal abode. The time when the sky consciousness is split open with its clouds, the grace that enables the realization of the reality, and the angelic forces, the reality of the names, becomes manifest one after another. The time when the reality that sovereignty belongs to Ar-Rahman, the Beneficent, will be experienced, a time of great difficulty for those who deny the knowledge of the reality of the names within their essence. At that time, the one who wronged himself by failing to experience the reality of his original self will bite his hands and say, I wish I had walked on the path of the Rasul, messenger. Woe to me, I wish I had not befriended him. The body demon, the idea I am the body, produced by the second brain in one's gut. Indeed, it led me astray from the remembrance of the knowledge of the reality, reminding me of my essence. Satan, delusion, thinking you are the body, is man's great deserter, deserting him and leaving him helpless. The Rasul, messenger, one who reads his essential reality, said, O Rabb, indeed, my people have abandoned the Quran, experiencing the requisites of their essential reality, and turned to bodily pleasures instead. And thus, for every Nabi, exemplar prophet, enemies were formed from among the deniers of the reality. Sufficient is your Rabb, which comprises your essence, as the Hadi, the one who enables the realization of one's essential reality, and the Nasr, the one who aids in the process of attaining this liberation. Those who deny the knowledge of the reality say, Al-Furqan should have been revealed to him all at once, like those revealed to the children of Israel. Well, that's what people assume anyways. Whereas we revealed it as thus, to anchor it in your heart, the reflectors of the names to your brain, heart neurons, and made you recite it in sections, that you may find each denoted quality within your own essence. I don't even think what was claimed to be the Book of Revelation, which was a rewrite of something by Barabbas, was claimed to be only one experience. But the comment, like those revealed to the children of Israel. But a lot of people think that the Bible was all at once, and, or even the individual books. Every time they came to you with a problem, we came to you with the best explanation and as the truth. And by the Bible, I mean, the scriptures that the Bible represents. The revelations and inspirations to the actual prophets of who is listed there. Those who will be gathered in hell, whose essences have darkened and whose faces look down, those are worse in position and most astray in way. Indeed, we gave Moses the knowledge of the reality and the instructions of application, and appointed his brother Aaron as an assistant. Then we said, Go, both of you, to the people who have denied our signs in their essence, and we made them miserable. And when the people of Noah denied their Rasul, messenger, we drowned them and made them an exemplary lesson for the people. We prepared a tragic suffering for the wrongdoers, and Ad, the people of Hud, and Thamud, the people of Saleh, and the companions of the Ras, the unstable well, and many generations between them. We had given each of them lessons. In the end, we destroyed them all. Surely they came upon the city upon which we showered wrath, the destroyed city of the people of Lot. Did they not see? No, they did not expect to be resurrected and returned to their essence after death. When they see you, they only make a mockery of you. Is this the one Allah has disclosed as his Rasul, messenger? Have we not been steadfast upon our deities? He, the Rasul, would have led us astray from our gods. When they see the suffering, they will know whose path is astray. Did they not see the one who has deified his hawa, instinctual desires, corporeality, illusory self? Are you going to be his representative? Do you actually think most of them can hear or use their intellects? They are like cattle. No, perhaps they're even more astray from being a human in their way. Did you not see how your Rabb lengthens the shadow, the ego self, when the sun of the reality has not yet fully risen? Had he willed, surely he could have made it constant, immobile. Then we made the sun, that awareness of the reality, a proof for them. Then we withdrew, seized it, the lengthened shadow, to us, with an easy withdrawal, made it feel its existence with the awareness of the reality. It is he who made the night a cover for you, and sleep a form of death, and made the day a time for rising, awakening. It is who sends the winds as heralds of his grace, rain. We have disclosed pure water from the sky, so that we may bring life to a dead land and nourish with it many animals and humans of our creation. Indeed, we have explained it, Al-Furqan, to them in many ways, so that they may remember and contemplate, but the majority of the people deny the reality. Had we so willed, we would have disclosed a warner in every city. Do not follow those who deny the knowledge of the reality. Struggle vigorously with them by means of this, the Quran, with all your strength. See, not all the jihad verses have anything to do with war. It is who, using that pronoun as the I am it sort of reference of God's speech, who realizes the two bodies of water, universal and individual consciousness, the body, one sweet, the original self, and the other salty and bitter, the ego identity assuming it is the body, and formed a barrier of enmity, opposition between them. Remember the verse, descend as enemies to one another. It is who has created a human, the biological body of man, from water, and formed the relations of blood, genetic based, and matrimony. Your Rabb is the Qadr, powerful. They worship things they take as deities besides Allah, who neither benefit them nor harm them. One who denies the knowledge of the reality supports that which is against his Rabb. We disclose to you only as a giver of good news and as a warner. Say, the only thing I ask for in return is for you to find the path to your Rabb. Place your trust in the ever-living one who does not die, comprising your essence with his qualities, and glorify, tasbih him as his hamd. It is enough that he is khabir, aware of the mistakes of his servants. It is he who has created the heavens and the earth and everything in between them in 6 stages, and then established his sovereignty upon the throne, the various waves of data created with the qualities of the names of Allah. He is the Rahman, acts one who is Khabir, informed of the reality about him. When they are told, prostrate to Rahman, i.e. feel your inexistence in the sight of your essential name-based reality, they say, what is Rahman, the Beneficent? Why should we prostrate to something you tell us to? This offer increases their hatred even more. This is the verse of prostration, so you face Mecca with your nose and forehead on the ground as one point, each hand as 2 other points, the knees as 2 other points, and your feet as 2 other points. People tend to bend their toes forward, but you don't have to if you grew up to the point where you can't usually do that. And then you supplicate or recite accordingly. So, magnificent is he who forms constellations in the skies, the materialization of the various compositional groups of his names at the macro level. He forms an object, the sun, energy source of radiance, nor as an illuminating reflection, the moon, the reflector of light, each of them have different functions. It is who makes the night and the day as successors to each other for those who want to realize and evaluate the truth. The servants of Rahman, who are aware of their names-based essence, live on earth, in the body, consciously, and without an ego. When the ignorant ones who are veiled from the reality try to provoke them, they say, Salam, peace. They spend their nights in prostration with the awareness of their inexistence and standing in the observation of the qayyum within their essence by making qiyam. Before the Rabb, they say, Our Rabb, ward off the suffering of hell from us, for indeed its suffering is torment to man. Indeed, that state and place of burning is atrocious. They are those who neither squander when unrequitedly giving, nor withhold stingily, but keep a just balance between the two. They do not turn to another as a god besides Allah, or take a life that Allah has forbidden except by right, retribution, and do not commit adultery or any other extramarital sex act. And maybe the word lewdness is here too. Yeah, don't do that either. And whoever does that shall face its consequence. Burning will be multiplied for him during doomsday, and he will abide forever in disgrace, abandoned alone. Except he who repents, believes, and fulfills the requisites of his faith, Allah will change their bad deeds into good deeds. Allah is the Ghafur, the Rahim, effacing, merciful. And whoever repents and does righteous deeds, he will indeed return to Allah as one whose repentance is accepted. They are those who never bear false witness. When they encounter rumors and empty discourse, they pass by with dignity. When they are reminded of the signs of the existence of their Rabb within their being's essence, they do not remain deaf and blind to the truth. They say, Our Rabb, grant us partners, our bodies and children, the fruits of our bodily endeavors, who will cause us joy, paradise, life, and make us leaders worthy of being followed for those who want to be protected. They will be rewarded with mansions, higher states of life, for being patient against the conditions of the worldly and bodily life. There, they will be greeted with life and salam, the actualization of the forces of the names. They will abide therein forever. What a blessed station and abode. Say, if it wasn't for your introspection, my Rabb would not hold you in esteem. Truly you have denied. Soon you will live the inevitable consequence.